Hello, my name is Eric Brown, and with me today is Veterans Navigation Network founder Blake Furman. Blake is here today to talk to us about the upcoming Veterans Resource Fair on February 15th. Hi Blake, how are you today?
I'm doing good. How about yourself, Eric?
I'm doing good.
Good.
So why are we having this fair in February?
Yeah, so this resource fair, it's a Veterans Resource Fair, but it's open to the community, and it is really something that I want to create out of my own experience that I got when I got out of the military. It was 3 years before I really got connected to the VA benefits that, were actually available to me that entire time after leaving the military. And it was, 7 years before I got connected to some other resources that would have been incredibly helpful right when I got out of the military. And that transition didn't go smooth. And so I wanted to create an event, and this is actually our fourth one, where a veteran can come, their family member can come, the community can come and learn about what's available. There's going to be over 50 service providers there, all under one roof, and a veteran and their family can come in, find out what's available to them, and get help with whatever they need right then and there, and then at least walk away with an appointment to get whatever needs they have taken care of. There's going to be VA reps, there's going to be other government agencies, nonprofits, just everybody who supports the veteran community is going to be in one spot.
Awesome. So can you give us the details on this fair? Where's it going to be held at?
Yeah, so the resource fair is going to be at Billings Hotel and Convention Center on February 15th, starting at 10 a.m. And we have 4 hours, so 10 to 2 p.m. and 4 hours of just awesome opportunities for veterans and their families.
Is this fair free for the entire family?
It is free. There's stuff for the entire family. There's a kids zone. There is service providers that serve just veterans, and then there's going to be actually several service providers that serve anybody in the community. So that's why we're opening it up to the entire community, not just veterans.
So we have a guest speaker lined up, a very special guest speaker. Can you tell us a little bit about Ben Patton, please?
Yeah, so Ben Patton is our guest speaker. Last year we had Randy Couture, and this one is shaping up, not that Ben Patton's better than Randy Couture, but people probably know Ben from his grandfather, which is the famous General George Patton, movie made after him, and his exploits serving our country. His son, also General Patton, was a very famous general during Vietnam, Korea era. And now Ben Patton is actually the founder of Patton Veterans Project, and he has also received the highest commendation the Army can award a civilian, which is the Emeritus Public Service Medal. So just a great guy. I got to meet him once already, and I look forward to having him for the resource fair. In fact, he's going to be doing a table, one of the vendors one of the service providers at the resource fair for Patton Veterans Project, which is the nonprofit he started that just helps veterans tell their story through film and get to share, the good and the bad. There's some really funny videos that have come out, or shorts that have come out from that project. There's some really heartbreaking ones too, and so it's really just for veterans to share whatever story they want to. So okay. They will be signing up people for an event later in the month for that.
So please tell us a little bit about yourself and what led you to form Veterans Navigation Network.
Yeah, well, again, it goes back to my transition out of the military did not go well. 3 years before my fractured back became a service-connected disability, I fractured my back on a parachute jump in the Army. When I first got out, I was told it was just arthritis, even though I had x-rays and MRIs that showed it was fractured. So, that was 3 years of fighting back and forth through the kind of bureaucratic system that veterans sometimes have to wade through to get the benefits they've earned. But then, 7 years before, somebody said I should probably get counseling for my 3 combat deployments to Afghanistan, and losing my team leader and losing several friends, over 20 fellow Rangers in that period. So, it was really other veterans that I met that encouraged me to do all that. It wasn't necessarily the VA, if and when I could get an appointment, it was other veterans. And they also helped me navigate the VA system, which can be onerous. There's a lot of great people that work there, but it's a large government system, and we know those aren't always the most efficient. So that's why I started Veterans Navigation Network is to try to do whatever I could to make sure other veterans don't experience what I experienced when I got out. So we've been doing this for the last 5 years, and it has grown exponentially year over year. And just in the last 6 months, we've worked with over 350 veterans here in Yellowstone County and in Montana.
So this is the largest annual fair for veterans in the state of Montana. Is that correct?
To my knowledge, there is not going to be anything else in the state of Montana that is going to be the same level and caliber of the Vet Resource Fair that we're doing on February 15th. Between the guest speaker, the number of service providers that are going to be there that want to help and work with veterans, and then we've got some really great breakout sessions too that are going to be super informative. So we've had more and more people come every year, and we hope to do the same this year.
So what was the attendance at last year's fair? Was it above 400?
Yeah, we had just over 400 people, and we hope, we don't want it to be overwhelming to anybody, so there are spaces where people can go if they're, feeling overwhelmed. The hotel is open to us, if you want to escape to the lounge or, go outside or whatever, you can do whatever makes you feel comfortable. It's going to be a super welcoming environment. We've got a kid zone where, if you want to bring your whole family, there's going to be things for the kids to do. There's going to be face painting. Heather Estes with Worthy Ranch is going to be doing face painting for us. We have Billings Best Balloons that's going to be providing balloons, doing things with balloons that I sure as heck can't do. But also, we're going to have games for the kids, kind of all sorts of things for the kids. We're going to have lunch. So if nothing else, come hear Ben Patton speak, but get yourself a free lunch too.
So a few minutes ago, you mentioned that there's going to be several breakout sessions. Can you describe those in a little more detail, please?
Yes, we're going to have 4 different breakout sessions. We're going to have it broke out at 11:30 is when the first one's going to start. And there will be 3 opportunities there. One for Montana Veterans Affairs Division. They're going to be doing an overview of kind of the PACT Act and how to access those disability compensation benefits, maybe a little bit of overview or information about veteran cemeteries in Montana, and just the benefit side of VA and the services offered there. Then the healthcare side of VA is going to be talking about some new requirements for logging into the VA's version of the patient portal through va.gov or My Healthy Vet. It's kind of merging or changing. So they're going to be talking about that and giving a little bit more insight onto that change and how veterans can still access what they need to access on the healthcare side. And then they can also talk and walk through people enrolling in VA healthcare and all of that. And then our other breakout session is going to be really cool with Veterans Upward Bound and Job Service coming together and doing a resume writing class. And for those that attend that breakout session, there's going to be a pretty cool giveaway at the end. So it's not one you want to miss, especially if you're looking for employment right now. You can actually go to that class and be all set up and connected for Jobs Jamboree, which is going to be in March. And then our last breakout session is going to be repeats of Veterans Upward Bound doing the resume writing and VA healthcare, but we're also going to add one more, and that is Veterans Business Outreach Center. They're going to be doing kind of an overview of the services they offer in helping veterans who are interested in starting their own business. And so they'll be able to tell them, the services they do and helping them come up with a business plan, come up and find funding to help start their business, and just all of those kinds of things. So some really, really great breakout sessions.
There's more than 50 service providers lined up for this event. Do you want to talk a little bit more about what they're going to provide veterans with?
There is going to be, like you said, over 50. We're looking probably about 55 that will end up being there. And they're going to be covering, literally anything that you could think of. There's probably going to be a service provider there for. Employment, housing, job opportunities, apprenticeship opportunities. There's going to be, some adventure kind of getaways that veterans can access, service dog, information about service dogs, equine therapy. There is several VA providers that are going to be there talking about mental health, physical health, different programs within the VA. And then also we will likely have some representatives from our elected officials that are there specifically to serve veterans. So if you're having issues that need to be brought up to our elected officials' attention, then they'll be there to bring those issues up as well.
Okay, can you tell us again when and where this fair is going to be?
Yeah, the Resource Fair is going to be at Billings Hotel and Convention Center on February 15th. It's going to be from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and we really just hope to see everybody there.
Will there be food at the fair, prizes and giveaways?
Yeah, so we are going to have food at the Resource Fair. There's going to be lunch provided. There will be refreshments throughout the day, but we're hoping everybody can attend Ben Patton's speech at 10:30, and immediately following that, we'll go into a lunchtime where you can meet with the service providers, but also get lunch, get the family fed. And then as far as giveaways, we have, this is in partnership with Concerned Veterans for America Foundation, and they are doing they're really our partners in this event and helping us put it on, but they also are helping us with some door prizes. So there's going to be some incredible door prizes, some large, probably like 75-inch plus TVs that will be given away, and some other really cool prizes for the kids. But for anybody who attends one of the breakout sessions, they'll be entered in to win one of these big screen TVs, and then anybody just walking through the door will be entered in to win a different one. So we'll have several of those that we're going to give away, one directly after Benjamin Patton's speech, and then one or a couple throughout the day. So it really, come get a free lunch, hear a great speaker, learn some great info, and maybe get a new TV for your family.
I understand some of the service providers will also be having their own giveaways also.
Yeah. So, each service provider is encouraged to bring some sort of a giveaway or something to just add some extra flair to the event.
So what are some other ways Veterans Navigation Network has helped our community since in the last few years?
Yeah, so we have grown and grown and grown. As I mentioned earlier, just our organization continues to get bigger, and I think that's because the need of veterans moving to Montana. We've got a ton of, nearly 100,000 veterans in Montana. Nearly 100,000 veterans in Montana, and they, come with various needs and challenges. Some, come to the state and they have their own business already and they flourish, and some, maybe have gotten in trouble with the law or something like that, and we've got everything in between, just like the regular population. But, our veterans face, additional maybe trauma while they're in the service, especially for our combat veterans, and so you have just normal life that everybody has, but then you have that added potential for trauma, as well as deployments overseas, whether it's combat or not. That separation from family, all of that can create some issues. So we just try to address those issues any way we can. Resource navigation, connecting veterans to the person that can actually help them with whatever they're going through, not just here's the number for the VA, but who do you actually need to talk to in the VA that can help you with this. We do peer mentorship, so we have a peer mentor program that for those who just want an accountability partner, a battle buddy, kind of somebody who has found success in the civilian world, a veteran themselves, and wants to share that with their fellow brothers and sisters in arms. We match them together with that newly separating veteran, or just a veteran who maybe hasn't accessed any VA care or anything like that for 20 years, and now they're interested in doing that. So the peer mentor program has really grown. We've got 17 just here in Yellowstone County, and we're looking at growing that across the state. So anybody interested in volunteering should go to our website, veteransnavigation.org. They can find out more about the resource fair. They can find out more about what we do. If they're interested in volunteering through the peer mentor program or some other opportunities, they can do that there through our website, or just give us a call at 406-435-9308.
Okay, we are almost out of time, Blake. Can you tell us one more time the details on the fair that's coming up?
Yeah, so the resource fair is going to be at Billings Hotel and Convention Center February 15th, which is a Saturday, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And we are going to have excellent guest speaker, kids activities, and just opportunities and fun for the whole community.
Thank you, Blake. On behalf of Veterans Navigation Network, we thank you for joining us today and look forward to seeing you at the Community Resource Fair on February 15th. Thank you.